Are you a good listener? How can you tell if you are really listening to Jesus? Jesus said, "Secrets get out. Listen to me." Good morning and welcome to 755 Live. For about 5 minutes, you'll hear all about easy to remember soundbite versions of what Jesus said. And the point is to help you experience life to the fullest, the Jesus way. Today's Jesus said, and you can find a different command of Jesus at our Bible planet at bible.today.church. And today's comes from Mark 4:22 through 25. And we're going to start with verse 21 for a little bit of context here, where it says in the New Living Translation, for some reason my screen is not changing. There we go. See, this really is live. Mark 4:21. Then Jesus asked them, "Would anyone light a lamp and then put it under a basket or under a bed? Of course not. A lamp is placed on a stand where its light will shine. For everything that is hidden will eventually be brought into the open, and every secret will be brought to light. Anyone with ears to hear should listen and understand." Verse 24, then he added, "Pay close attention to what you hear. The closer you listen, the more understanding you will be given, and you will receive even more. To those who listen to my teaching, more understanding will be given. But for those who are not listening, even what little understanding they have will be taken away from them." Now, the first question this morning is, are you really listening to Jesus? You know, so many times my wife Tangi might be talking to me and I'm busy or distracted. And you can tell if someone is really listening by the way that they respond. I mean, sometimes I think she's talking to somebody else and she's talking to me. But Jesus said, if you hear, then you're going to respond, and then you will understand even more. You see, fruit is a result of listening. And the fruit tells us what we're listening to. Matthew 12:33 says that a good tree can't bear bad fruit. And Jesus went on to call the hypocrites an offspring of vipers, and said, how can you be able to say anything good because you're evil? Your mouth speaks what fills the heart. And what comes from the heart that is not like Jesus is anger, rebellion, pride, judgment, condemnation, even things like racism and hate. Our fruit is on display in our every word and really tells us whether or not we are listening to Jesus. Mark 4:24, again, then he added, "Pay close attention to what you hear. The closer you listen, the more understanding you will be given, and you will receive even more. To those who listen to my teaching, more understanding will be given. But for those who are not listening, even what little understanding they have will be taken away from them." You can listen and not really hear. What frustrates my wife the most is when I say that I heard what she said, but then forgot it and didn't really change anything. And the real secret to that problem is I wasn't really listening in the first place. My focus was on me or something distracting me, not on what Tangi was actually saying. And when we see things in our life that don't reflect the things that Jesus said, then the question has to be asked, are we really listening? Well, how can you know? How can we know that you're really listening to Jesus? We know when your actions change. It's about obedience. And then the good things begin to multiply, and we walk in more and more light that shines, and we receive more and more understanding. But if we don't listen and obey, things get darker and darker, and our pride and selfishness can't hide. And those things that we think are keeping secret will actually get out. Are we shining the light of Jesus, or are we hiding the light with a basket of our own selfishness? You see, what's inside? will always sneak out. That's what Jesus said. He said, secrets get out. So listen to me. How can you put that into action today? Thank you so much for listening. If this is meaningful to you, it really does mean a lot when you like it, when you comment. Good to hear from you today, Emily. I really appreciate the support, the comments both here and in person and in Messenger. And I hope that you have an amazing day. And I hope this time together has helped you live life to the fullest, the Jesus way. And remember, follow Jesus today. Love first.